Kyle, stop! We're trying to be friendly and he's not being friendly. What are you doing? You can't do that.
Hi, I'm Brody Moore, also known as Lifx. I'm just the host of the event here at Let's Play. This is our 9th, I guess, total, but it's our 1-year anniversary.
Okay. So if you know, obviously I know what this is, but you know, if you had to describe it to someone who has no idea, they just walk in, how would you describe it to them?
I'd basically say it as a way to get the gaming community and people that aren't quite into the gaming community together. We have our advanced, for the hardcore, but we also got our beginner tier for people that don't really know what's going on, and they can come in and just enjoy and maybe experience the game for the first time and maybe find a new love.
And what motivated you to get this thing going?
I myself am a gamer, and I love competitive gaming, and I also I work in the bar industry, so I'm like, how can I combine my two interests, my work and my passion together? And I'm like, well, let's have a bar tournament. Right?
And are you surprised by the rate it's grown?
Yeah, to be honest, I was so surprised at the huge community in this area, and to be honest, some of the top players in this area were actually like, wow, I'm surprised by the community here and how big it is, and every event has grown more and more every time, and we're just looking to bigger and better things here on.
And what do you think's really contributed to the success?
I think just the fact that we listen, and it's community driven. We have a Facebook group where I put up polls and I let everybody vote on what game we're going to play next, and did you guys like how we ran this one? And I listen. I do my best to listen to people, and I think we're just a friendly group here too, and it's a community, and we listen to each other. I think that's what helps push it forward.
And at a time when online gaming is so huge and a lot, arcades aren't really a thing as much as they used to be, what do you think it is that really attracts people to come together and play face to face, right next to each other, that sort of thing?
I think what really helps in this situation is it's a really lax bar atmosphere. And, people can come in, even those people that don't know really what they're doing. They can come in and just say, "Oh, I'm gonna have a beer and watch people play." But then we also have that, esports is getting huge, and that's a huge thing in this time in gaming right now. So it's that's helped pushing people like get out, and they're seeing people playing League of Legends online. They're like, I want to get out and get competitive. We got Call of Duty going on, so I want to get competitive. And having something in this area that we don't have any places in this area, so being able to have something close instead of traveling all the way to Toronto helps them get out and experience that themselves.
So yeah, I came in from out of town. I came here with some friends of mine.
Okay.
Also competitors.
Cool. Yeah, just first say and spell your first and last name and title you'd like to go by.
My name is David MacDonald. My tag is KirbyKaze.
And I've heard you're one of the better players here, or?
Oh Lord, how do people find out about that? Yeah, I'm probably the favorite or to win today, or maybe the runner-up. I won a big tournament yesterday, so that was kind of good, and I won the one before that as well.
Can I get the proper spelling of your name, just in case I need it?
Oh, which one? Or both? DAVID MACDONALD and KIRBYKAZE.
So, when it comes to playing this game, what would you say are some of the aptitudes that you need? I know different games have different skill sets. What would you say it is for Smash Brothers?
The interesting thing about this game is that I feel you can have a really, really unique skill set. There's a lot of different skill sets that people have, and there's a lot of variety in what skill sets people have at the top level of play in this game. I guess patience, a work ethic, and a willingness to learn is probably the most important, the most useful things though, because those are the ones that will let you use what other unique skills that you have. Suppose you're really good at timing, suppose you're good at strategy, suppose you're good at learning on the go. Those are the three that are going to allow you to use those to their full ability.
And how did you get into this game initially?
I've been playing this game for 7 years. So when I started, I was a 16-year-old kid or so in high school, and I had gotten to be the best player of my friends at the casual level. And I knew that, but I knew from like playing other games competitively that there had to be like a more developed metagame. There had to be someone better than me out there. So I went online. I found my first tournament. I got clobbered. And ever since then, I just have never stopped playing.
And I guess what do you think of what's happening here? Like you're from Toronto, you play there a lot, I imagine. You know, what do you make of what has been created here in terms of this, like, you know, local homegrown?
In terms of this tournament environment? I always love coming to the bar tournament because I think it's the funnest tournament. Like, we have the monthlies and some of the larger tournaments out in Hamilton or Toronto. But I always have a soft spot for the KW scene because it's just so fun, and I don't know, different regions have different styles of play, and I find the KW players are very smart. They're not as technically sound as, say, Hamilton, but they have a lot of, they excel more at tactical play.
What do you think that is, I've asked this to everybody that I've been talking to, what do you think is the difference between, you know, playing it face-to-face next to your opponent as opposed to, say, well, I don't know if Smash Brothers is online, but obviously people play online a lot.
I think it's a wonderful thing that we don't have an online for this game in a lot of ways, because, I mean, if I go around this room, I can recognize faces of people that I've seen at other tournaments. You make friends this way. I'm not saying that doesn't happen online, of course, but I feel that we get a really strong sense of community from having to go to the same venue, from having to go through the trouble of like actually getting to the same place and sitting down, and it's just wonderful. I don't know, I've met some of my best friends through this game. My parents were skeptical when I first started because I would have been a teenager back then, but once they saw that how much that, you know, we were, it's a social experience. It's not just gaming, it is a social experience.
Anything else you want to add?
It's a really fun game. You should. Everyone should try it.
All right, let me grab